Even though if I'm close enough to defend, block, or attack, and follow up. On the back. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jason Leung and this is Ultimate Karate. In today's lesson, we are exploring Mawashi Geri for Kumite. If you guys are ready, let's get right into it. So when it comes to Mawashi Geri for Kumite, aka your roundhouse kick, I like to utilize it in two ways. The first way is using my roundhouse kick with my lead leg. And my lead leg tends not to be my most powerful. In general, everybody's rear leg is their power hand, their dominant hand. So what I like to use my lead leg for when it comes to Mawashi Geri is kind of like a jab, to kind of like test my opponent. Okay, flick it out there. It does not have to be the most powerful, but why I like lead leg Mawashi Geri is because it doesn't require that much of a telegraph. Okay, if I'm right here, you see me, that's all it is. The motion is very quick and snappy. As opposed to my rear leg, it's a big movement. More time, more space for your opponent to react. Just like the jab, Mawashi Geri with the lead leg is quick and snappy. Okay? Does not require that much of a telegraph. It doesn't require that much of a chamber or wind up, whereas my rear roundhouse kick, Mawashi Geri, it's a big motion coming around. If you look at my feet, which foot do you think is closer to my opponent? My front foot or my rear foot? Okay, simple math will tell you that my front foot is a lot closer to the target than my rear foot, so it takes a lot less time for this to travel to here, as opposed from here, the big lumpy movement. In Kumite, you don't always want to commit 100% to your technique because big motions like this leave you exposed for counterattacks and weaker positions. Okay, it's more strategic to withhold all of your trump cards, your power attacks, until you get your opponent perhaps in a vulnerable position or you see an opportunity. But until then, I do not like to show my opponent my power leg. Okay, I save my power leg, for example, if they're against the wall. If they're against the wall or the border, here is not the time to jab them in the corner. Okay, this is when you sit down on your techniques and you throw power. So let's get into that power roundhouse kick right now. So as I was saying, you have the lead leg Mawashi Geri. It's fast, it's snappy, and way less telegraphed than the rear leg. But let's say that my opponent, I walked him or her, down to a corner or to a border or a wall. Okay, I could lead leg from here. Okay, but then if they're in the corner, odds are they have nowhere to go. And if they have nowhere to go, you have a way better chance of landing your power shots, your fight-ending shots. So power roundhouse. You feel and hear the power. So we just put them up against the corner just as an illustration, an example. But basically there's a lot more torque and power that goes into your rear leg. Again, the windup is a little longer, and because of that, there's more momentum and drive into your target. Okay, so if he is against the wall, say I walked him down there, all right? Just a couple specs, okay? Because the rear roundhouse tends to be the dominant leg. It's a wider motion, more powerful. If you do it incorrectly, you'll leave yourself vulnerable. Okay, for example, if I drop my hands, he could maybe jab here or reverse punch to my face, like so. If I don't reposition my stance, reset the distance, I land right into his space. He can elbow me, knee me, okay, all these things. All right, so you want to make sure that when you do the Mawashi Geri, and if you're wondering what part of the foot I'm kicking with, it's my shin and instep. Okay, traditionally, sometimes you'll kick ball of the foot. Okay, but in real combat, you don't really have much time to flex it that way. You can, but I like to kick shin and instep for sparring and kumite. So I'm here, boom, one hand is protecting my chin, other hand is gauging out. I mean, in a sense, you can whip it down for more power, but the other hand is gauging out and keeping space between me and my opponent. Now, when I land, I can drop down in front, but I land in a good stance. Okay, not kick and land forward. You want to kick and land here at arms or jab length. Or you can bomb and pull it back. Okay? Pull it back. Pull it back. Just freestyle. So you can see how when I do the kick, boom, I bring my leg back into a stance or land in position if I need to respond. But the key is always landing in a strategic and optimal position. If you're here, even though if I'm close enough to defend, block, or attack, and follow up. Pull it back. Alright guys, so 2 ways to use Mawashi Geri in Kumite. With your power leg, okay, power roundhouse, or lead leg, fast, snappy, and jabby. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, train consistently, and I'll see you guys in the next.